right, fantastic. I do know how to use my camera. Welcome everyone. My name's Crystal, and pull up a chair, grab a drink, because I have a huge stack of books here. We're going to start with Training the Heart by Paisley Hope. Is this the one I've read? Yes, this is the first one in the Silver Springs by Paisley Hope. Fantastic book. I absolutely love it. And then we have Holding the Reins. These are cowboy romance. In this steamy cowboy romance, the first novel... Oh, no, Holding the Reins. This is the first novel of the Silver Pine series. A woman returns to her family ranch after a broken engagement and finds herself falling for her brother's best friend. I really enjoyed this one. I'm looking forward to reading the second one in this steamy cowboy romance. A grumpy ranch owner and a sunny horse trainer must learn to work together. The second novel in the Silver Pine Ranch series. So I need some books to fill my TBR cart. It is empty, and let's take a look here. The next one I have, these books have all been gotten as gifts over like the last 6 months. So I am a girl on a budget, and so I will be posting a video of a haul from Little Free Library, and some of it will go in my very empty cart here. But these are books that I have bought or received from my husband over the last 6 months. So this one is Ask for Andrea, and it's a thriller by Noelle. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. Megan, Brisha, and Sky have just one thing in common. They were all murdered by the same man. He hunted them online, masquerading as an eligible bachelor. Then he played the perfect gentleman, a thick layer of charm and a 1,000-watt smile, hiding the fact that his first dates end up in shallow graves. So I am looking forward to that thriller. I have this one, Till Summer Do Us Part by Megan Quinn. I actually just finished this on my e-reader, and I actually had to buy it though for this because that is absolutely beautiful. The sprayed edges. Till Summer Do Us Part, and it is... I got what I wanted. I became buddy-buddy with my boss in an instant, but the cost will be hefty. Finding a husband by tomorrow. I recommend it. I will have a video at the end of the month wrapping up everything I read this month, and so I will give a little more information on it then. But now this one, I fell in love with the cover. I have not read the Shatter Me series. It's by... Yeah, the same author of the Shatter Me series, I believe. It is the special edition here. I don't know if you can tell, but it's very glossy, very iridescent. And then if you open up inside, I'm not sure if the gummy bears are represented by something, but we have beautiful cover with In My Dreams, I Am Safe. I have a strong hand to hold, a door to lock against the dark, a trusted ear, I know how to read, into which I whisper my fears. In my dreams, I am patient and kind. I have room in my heart for more pain than my own. I am not afraid to smile at strangers. I have never witnessed death in my dreams. And so that is on the front. There's nothing on the back. The spine just has Watch Me. And then I believe the back, yes, is green gummy bears. All right. Now, These next two, whoops. My husband got me. Gone with the Wind is my absolute favorite book. I have read it and I lent it to somebody and never got it back. So he replaced it for me, as well as the sequel, Scarlet. But this is written by Alexandra Ripley. And this is written by Margaret Mitchell. And so I look forward to reading those. I have The Zodiac Academy, the first one by Carolyn Peckham and Suzanne Valente. This is The Awakening. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm not into like 12, I think it's 12 books in here, but I will read the first one and then decide if I want to read the rest of them. I think they're on my e-reader, like on Kindle Unlimited, but I will buy the whole set just because if I like them, I have the first one. So, and then A Good Girl's Guide to Murder. I just finished that last month by Holly Jackson. It was good. I enjoyed it. It was very good. I got the second one, Good Girl, Bad Blood. And I believe I have ordered the third one as well. Some secrets are too deadly to tell. Pip is not a detective anymore. With the help of Ravi, she released a true crime podcast about the murder case they solved together last year. Though the podcast went viral, Pip insists that her sleuthing days are behind her. That's interesting. I will be putting this in my TBR cart to read the second one. And then I have Haunting Adeline. Now, I didn't like Phantasma or Enchantra. Unpopular opinion, I know. I found them a little dark, so I am worried about Haunting Adeline by H.D. Carlton. It's a cat and mouse duet, and I've heard things. So we'll see. I am putting it in my TBR for the fall. And then I am a big fan of Frida McFadden. I have her Housemaid series in here, but I have read One by One. I have done this one already. One by one, they will get what they deserve. Claire Machette needs this trip. It will be a break from work and raising children, a chance to repair her damaged marriage, a week of hiking and hot tubbing with friends at a luxurious hotel in the woods, disconnected from the pressures of real life. Then, on a lonely dirt road, Claire's minivan breaks down. With no cell reception, the group has no choice but to walk the rest of the way to their remote accommodations. And then it goes on and it says, as Claire's dream vacation descends into a nightmare, something becomes clear. Only one of them will return home alive. It was really good. I enjoyed it. I think I rated it 3.75, 4 on Goodreads. And then Never Lie, I haven't read yet, but it will be put in my TBR. I find them a quick read. I did start, what was it? The Surrogate. And unfortunately, I didn't like that one. I DNF'd it, but I do like Frida McFadden books. The next ones I have are by Stacey Green. And this is actually number 5, 6, and 7. It is about Special Agent Nikki Hunt. And in the first one, On Frozen Ground or something, or Girl in the Ground it's called. She's got 10 of them out, so I enjoyed it. It talks about how she solves murders. First of all, in the first book, her parents' murder. And so I am on book 5 of that series. And then next I have Hooked by Emily McIntyre. It's a play on Peter Pan. And in the Never After, James has always had one agenda: destroy his enemy, Peter Michaels. When Peter's 20-year-old daughter, Wendy, shows up in Jane's bar, he sees his way in, seduce the girl, and use her for his revenge. That sounds interesting. That will definitely be going on my card, as well as Hexed. Hexed is a play on, what is it? Little Mermaid. Little Mermaid. Vanessa Anderson has never been good. She wasn't good enough for her parents, and she isn't good enough for the gangster uncle who took her in after they died. But she's cunning, beautiful, dutiful to her uncle's demands, and she doesn't have time for a moral compass anyway. That sounds interesting. And then I have a nonfiction book here. My husband got this for me, I think for Christmas. It's I Can Only Imagine. It's the true story that inspired the hit song and major motion picture by Bart Millard of Mercy Me with Robert Noland. And it talks about Bart's life and behind the scenes of the major motion picture. Yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that book too. And then I have Identical by Alan Hopkins. This one kind of surprised me. It's very bright, flashy cover. Do twins begin in the womb or in a better place? Kaylee and Rayanne are identical down to the dimple. As daughters of a district court judge father and a politician mother, they are all-American family on the surface. But behind the facade, each sister has her own dark secret. Kaylee is the misplaced focus of Daddy's love. Rayanne sees Daddy playing a game of favorites, which she is losing. Secrets like the ones like the twins harbor are not meant to be kept from each other or anyone else. Pretty soon it's obvious that neither sister can handle it alone, and one must step up to save the other. But the question is who? And I don't know if Ellen Hopkins writes like this in all her books. I think this is my first book from her, but it's like poetry. The way that the words are on the pages, it's almost like poetry as opposed to chapters and paragraphs. It's very interesting. I have Nicholas Sparks, The Longest Ride. The movie's fantastic, and so my husband bought me the book about Ira Levinson is in trouble. 91 years old and stranded and injured after a car crash, he struggles to retain consciousness until a blurry image materializes beside him. His beloved wife, Ruth, who passed away 9 years ago. Urging him to hang on, she forced him to remain alert by reminiscing about their lifetime together. Ira knows that Ruth can't possibly be in the car with him, but he clings to her words and her memories, his memories. A few miles away at a local bull riding event, university senior Sophia Danko meets a young boy named Luke. Through Luke, Sophia is introduced to a world in which the stakes are high, rewards and ruin, and even life and death loom large in everyday life. Yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I try not to watch the movie before I read the book, but in that case, I unfortunately did. And these are by Frida McFadden as well. I have read all of these actually, so they won't be going in my TBR, but I did want them in the haul. The Housemaid is what got me into thrillers and mysteries. My husband picked it up for me for Christmas, and I grew up reading my mom's Harlequin romances, and so I didn't stray much from romance, but I have quite an array of mysteries, and especially Hunting Adeline. But yeah, so my husband got me into mysteries with these. The Housemaid, The Housemaid's Secret, and The Housemaid is Watching. I thought the first one was fantastic. The other two I enjoyed, but they were not as good. And then Grab the book that fell. First Line Wins by Ashley Alston, I think. I don't know what it's about actually, but Evie Porter has everything a nice southern girl could want. A doting boyfriend, a house with a white picket fence, a tight group of friends. The only catch, Evie Porter doesn't exist. So, an edge of your seat read that's emotional, moving as it is gripping. Lisa Gardner says, buckle up, some of the best cat and mouse suspense I have read in years. So that will be going in my cart as well. I have, let's see, I am a fan of werewolf books and changing. I have Mated to the Night, #1, Outside the Pack by Lindsay Devon. I'm a wolf in human clothing. All I ever wanted to be a part of the pack, but it's difficult when you're human. It never stopped my adopted wolf mother from loving me, but now that the biggest bully of our pack, Troy, is about to become alpha, his plans to ruin any chance I've got of fitting in. She gets kidnapped, and when Troy hunts me down, it can only mean one thing: war. Now I must make an impossible decision between the following my heart or remaining loyal to the pack that raised me. I enjoy books like that. I'm hoping to get it's a trilogy, as well as Wolf Scorned by Taylor Spratt. It's another one about wolves and alpha. Every girl's dream of being the alpha's mate, but for me, it's a nightmare. It's interesting, I hope. I have read which one? The Rejected Mate Games. Game of Wolves 1. But this is by Lindsay Devon and Skye Wilson as well. She hates me, but my wolf won't let anyone touch her. I swear this is the last time I come to Kira's rescue, now that she's ever realized it, because my best friend's little sister's too busy hating me to notice. And while she may be infuriating, temperamental, and unpredictable, my wolf felt her pain when her mate rejected her publicly. Now she's determined to claw back her reputation by taking part in the Reject Project, an infamously dangerous TV show featuring irresistible bachelors and rejected mates. I'm not about to stand by and watch her be thrown to the wolves, and I've got to admit the look on her face when she saw I was among the eligible bachelors was priceless. So is watching her pretend to be in love with me, except when the competition turns nasty, my fierce protector wolf isn't playing games anymore. This time he intends to play for keeps. So I have read the first one, but I am looking forward to Escaping Rejection, which is the second one. And then there's a third one that I do not have yet, but they're on an island, and basically everybody has to fight for her hand. She's the only girl on the island, but they all have to do the trials, and they all could die. I mean, if she dies, they just bring in a new girl. But I think that is all for the books that I bought. I do have a box of books that I got from a little free library, so keep your eye out for the haul with those, and I will be adding some of them to my TBR. Thank you for joining on my channel, and like and subscribe. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.